Protecting our environment means preserving the Earth's natural, ecological balance. Sadly, the best methods of preserving this balance are often misunderstood. Misguided conservation that doesn't focus on preserving a balance in nature has devastating impacts on our ecosystems and those dependent on them. Although well-intended, these resource management efforts are short-sighted and can cause a chain reaction of long-lasting negative effects. One of Canada's most invaluable natural resources are Manitoba's boreal forests. These forests are often called the Great Lung of North America for their superior air and water filtration and their irreplaceable ability to store carbon. Boreal forests are one of few remaining places in the world that house fully functioning ecosystems, supporting countless communities and animal species. Failing to maintain these interwoven ecosystems will cause significant species and plants to disappear, catapulting our environment from equilibrium into a progression of decline. Preserving boreal forests and the intact ecosystems and habitats within them are critical in protecting the Earth's current and future ecological health. An instance of misguided conservation can be seen with beaver trapping, which has nearly become obsolete. As a consequence, the trapping industry and the environment beavers live in have both suffered. The beaver population has grown rapidly, unrestricted by a lack of incentives for trappers and no natural predators. Large numbers of beaver dams create enormous pools of stagnant water. Oxygen levels drop without constant water flow, killing masses of fish and forming breeding grounds for dangerous bacteria like E. coli. Flooding caused by dams introduces harmful pollutants like methylmercury to essential waterways. The result? A trickle-down of negative, far-reaching impacts. The health and lives of animals living in or near these resources deteriorate drastically with lowered fish populations and tainted water sources. In turn, our own livelihoods are diminished, including our capacity for fisheries, access to clean drinking water, and opportunities for trapping and hunting. The Manitoba Metis Federation has witnessed these types of adverse effects on our environment firsthand and has worked to correct misunderstandings on responsible resource management. In 2000, the Manitoba Metis Federation launched the Lake Winnipeg Osis Cleanup Project to clear Lake Winnipeg Osis of beavers in their dams to help restore depleted fish levels. The project provided meaningful jobs to people in the area, also benefiting the local economy. Recent observations indicate the fish population has increased since the project began. In 2012, the Lake Winnipeg Osis Cleanup Project won Manitoba Hydro's Spirit of the Earth Award for its successful environmental protection approach. Our conservation systems must take into account the long-term effects of our efforts and the long-term impacts of our actions and policies. Balanced, responsible conservation will effectively reduce negative chain reaction effects, improving the interconnected lives of all plants, animals, and people. This carefully maintained, ecological balance is the true key to saving our animals, protecting our environment, and preserving our livelihoods and natural resources now and in years to come.